Colgate on tab says ailurophobia. Close. Very close indeed. Ailurophobia. Fear of cats? Blasphemous says, yeah, I don't want a hairy partner. Yeah, me neither. Oh, I like long hair on a woman, I suppose. But it's not a deal breaker with short hair either, for that matter. Colgatinosab says, I don't want a partner either. Oh, you don't want a partner at all? You asexual? That's what it's called, right? Well, no, asexual is that you're not interested in sex. You might still want a partner. So what's that called when you want to live by yourself? Is there a name for it? Node Runner says, I don't want either. You don't want a hairy partner or a partner. Is that what you mean, Node Runner? Just want to live by yourself, having your own place, I suppose? I don't know. I would probably like a partner, but it's living alone. I'm getting used to the idea. I don't see that as an issue for me. Colgate tab says its official name is Forever Aloneism. Kappa. Wait, Forever Aloneism, but I remember that meme. It's someone crying, right? Like it was some. I wouldn't want to be alone. That's different, right? You can have friends. You can have people to talk to. You have family. That's not being alone. That's not quite like being alone is like we're a social species, right? Being alone is tough. Feeling alone is tough. Feeling lonely is tough, right? Social interactions are good for the mental health. Living like on your own, that's something else. Yeah. Node Runner says, do you think cat girls would have hairy armpits? Asking for a friend. I would assume that some would and some wouldn't. Right? Yeah. Some would, some wouldn't. Colgate on tab says, there are tears of joy. Maybe. Blasphemous says, do you want to be alone with math? Oh, nightmares. I actually thought about that a little bit. Right, I'm a big fan of science, right? But I'm... oh. Have you heard about the hourglass method of writing a study? Do you know of that? The hourglass method? I figured out my aptitude and why I'm not... Like, I want to be interested in math, but I'm not. And I was thinking about that the other day. Yesterday? Maybe they just call it that? Wait. Research method? Here we go. Research. Hourglass. Research is often conducted in the hourglass model structure of research. The hourglass model starts with a broad spectrum for research. Like hourglass. You start broad and then you narrow in and you end out broad. Yeah. Focus on the required information through the method of the project. Like the neck of an hourglass. Wait, don't I have the actual hourglass here? Glass model. I wanted to see an actual... Nope. All right, here maybe. Oops. Let's turn that off for a little bit. I mean, this is fine enough. I'll explain it how I think about it, right? Up here is we make observation, we have knowledge about the world, and then we generate hypotheses. We're pretty wide in our thoughts and ideas, right? We can think like this, we can think like that. It's more philosophy. It's more mumbo jumbo, if you so speak. And then we build a hypothesis, we get an idea. I wonder if this works. Then we start designing methods how to test this. And I'm still with that. That's still my interest. And I find this, that's my special interest. But then we get to actually conducting the experiment. When we have designed it, we have to actually conduct it. So we have our specific methodology, and we get into the nitty-gritty of that, and that becomes a little like, I like the introduction and the beginning of the methods, but then we go even further down and into the nitty-gritty of the methods and do the actual work. And I don't like that. And then we get the results, and here where we bring in maths, right? We convert the results to something mathematical usually. And that doesn't, like this bit here, does not interest me at all. But what interests me is looking at the results and the discussion that follows. I like the discussion when we go out to the wider range again. That's my special interest again, the discussion and the conclusion, because from the conclusion we go back to the top. We have more information, more knowledge, we have increased our worldview, and then we figure out new ideas and how we can figure out new methods, stuff like that. And so I like this wider areas, while maths, it's not my interest or my aptitude. My aptitude is on these edges. That's what I thought. So I would want to, I would wish to enjoy these things, enjoying doing the actual work. I'm saying the actual work because people tend to look down on themselves, like seeing that this is not valuable. Of course it's valuable, it's just, it doesn't pay any bills. These parts pays bills, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, we're different people. Colgatino says, or at least that's how I understand that meme. All right, tears of joy of being forever alone. I mean, I suppose that's a valid interpretation. Interesting interpretation. I hadn't done that. But yeah, so then, sure, forever aloneism. I could get behind that. Like, rather than forever lonely. That's not a meme, right? Lonely is when you feel bad about it. Alone is just the absence of other people around you. Yeah. So forever aloneism. Not living with a partner. It's ripe for misunderstandings, though, isn't it, Colgate on Tap? Ripe for misunderstandings. People misunderstanding if you say you're a part of the forever aloneism crew. People taking pity on you. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you shouldn't care. But it might be, a lot of people might make the same misunderstanding as I did. And semantically, I would argue for something better. Something more positive, I suppose. I don't know. Colgatinotab says, sure, that sounds cool, being alone with math. Nice. Colgatinotab continues, in mathematics research, it's more like a tree than an hourglass. Oh, that was probably the tree then. That was in the first Wikipedia page that I rejected. That was probably for mathematics. So it's not an hourglass model in mathematics. Nope. Colgatinotab says, yeah, mathematical research is a tree. Yep. Feel free to quote me on that. I will quote you on that. Mathematical research is tree. Blasphemous asks, what's a food donkey? The food donkey was the store that this store killed. It was the the big supermarkets killing off the smaller vendors, right? The local vendors. We're in a big fucking supermarket that took all the business from the smaller business. So the food donkey was the smaller business that it's gone. Forget about it. It's gone. Colgatino Tab says, I don't mind people taking pity on me, even though it is based on a misunderstanding. Colgatino Tab also says, nobody remembers the food donkey. May remembers the food donkey. Question, have they spent a night in the woods yet? Not a full night. Right? We had one night they were out in the woods drinking, and May making her fool out of herself. They spent a bit of that night, a couple of hours. And she spent some time, like on the first night that we got here, she arrived at night and had to walk through a thick forest to get home. I suppose, but not a full night, no. But they've spent nighttime in the woods, I suppose. This place killed the food donkey, says May. Yeah, kinda. Ooh. Actually, we've already seen this, but let's go through it one more time. You know, no one who works here had anything to do with that. True? Donkey. True? Okay. I need to grab a few things quick. Aw, I thought we were gonna hang out. We are hanging out. I'm just here to grab something for dinner for Dad and me. Don't feel like doing a big shop tonight. Let me pick out what we have. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you coming to dinner? Can I? I guess. Were you asking? I wasn't, but now it feels weird not to. I'll pick out what we eat then, says May. Adventure 95 says, Donkey! Shrek is life? What's the meme? Something like that. Donkey! Blasphemous says, I'm expecting May to eventually get herself killed because of her ADD. She's come close a few times. No, I don't think... Maybe it's a little bit of ADD. I think it's more regression. Blasphemous. I think it's more regression. I think she will deal with whatever traumatic thing happened in college. This is what I think. No spoilers if anyone knows. I think she will deal with... I think the story will be about growing up, right? So dealing with the trauma, stop doing the regression, and moving towards adulthood. I think that's more that than the ADD thing. Because you can survive with ADD, that's not a problem. I have friends with, well, ADHD, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they diagnose ADD anymore. I don't remember. It was a long time ago I looked at that in the DSM. Never mind. It doesn't matter. But she would be ADHD, right? Because she is hyperactive. ADD is when you're not hyperactive, and she is. Adventure 95 says, what are you doing in my swamp? Fuck, I can't do accents. Damn it. Colgatino Tab says, gotta get that black mana? Wait, what's that? I did not understand that reference. Colgatino Tab also says, I know something about the Aleph numbers, but don't worry, I won't spoil them. Nice, thanks. Adventure 95 asks Colgatino Tab, will you cast Dark Ritual or Songs of the Damned? Nice. Maybe some Hail Murder by Dark Funeral? Nice. Good for dark rituals, I think. And Songs of the Damned. I'll pick out what we eat then. Wait, you're serious? Yeah. You know what? Go for it. I hate shopping. Need like a main course and 2 sides? Fancy, or what counts as a main course? May is just gonna do what May feels like, so why even ask, right? May is just gonna do May, so she wouldn't ask, so fancy. Yeah, we're traditional. What kind of main course? Oh, you did ask anyway. We can stop back in the meat section once you pick out whatever else. What about dessert? We're not children. Appetizer? We're on a budget, May. Okay. Hang out and I'll be right back. Just make it quick and not too horrible. Also, Dad's sensitive to broccoli. I like broccoli. Blasphemous says, pride asexual. Why do I have this emote? Man, I can't see the emote. And I don't know. Can't you, like, look it up on the internet? Put the pride asexual thing in and just add Twitch and search and see where it comes from. And that would be the answer. We talked about that. It's weird. It's a weird name. The Pride Festival. And being proud for what you were born as. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Being proud about your sexuality. Like, I wouldn't say I'm proud to be a heterosexual. Oh, no. I get it now. The pride is not about the sexuality. The pride is coming out of the closet. I can see the pride in that, coming out of the closet. For a lot of people, that's probably a terrifying experience. So being proud about that makes sense, I suppose. So, proud and out? Wouldn't that be like better rather than pride asexual? But that has to be what the Pride Festival is about, right? It has to be. Golgatinotab says, Songs of the Damned into reaping the graves. Good times. Nice. Cycling storm like crazy. I did not get that part. Adventure 95. Blasphemous says, Cider, if you said you were proud to be heterosexual, people would freak out, Kappa. I don't think so. Like, no, it's too late, right? I said I wasn't, so... But if I said it here, I'm proud to be a heterosexual. I'm guessing some of you would probably argue that's a weird thing to be proud of, but I don't think you would freak out. Any of you. I don't think my friends or family would freak out either. So, yeah, I don't think whoever would be the type of person who would freak out would not hear me say it, I don't think. Oh. Colgate on Tap says that Adventure 95 and I were discussing Magic the Gathering. Oh, right. Nice. Colgate on Tap says, notice Kappa at the end of Blasphemous message? I did notice it. I found it interesting to take it literally. Like, I do that sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes it's an honest misunderstanding, and other times I misunderstand on purpose. Just because I enjoy doing it. Oh, also, no shoplifting this time. Aw. I can afford a few groceries, May. Also, this place has cameras. Good point. We need a canned good or something. Alright, well, get a canned good. Adventure 95 says, if you would go about being proud to be heterosexual in a pride event, yeah, exactly, that doesn't make sense because they're proud to be out. And if you're with the norm, you don't have to come out, right? You would, Adventure 95 continues, you would kinda be seen as an aggressor or someone who came there intentionally to troll the people. Yeah, I can see that, right? Because I did not have to go through that jarring experience of coming out. If that is what it is about, and I would assume that it is. Right? I don't want to make an ass out of you and me or anyone else, but... Right? Because being proud about asexuality, like heterosexuality, seems weird, right? It seems weird. What do we want? Tash? GB? Or chicken? This has to be green beans. This? No idea. This? No idea? I like purple though, so we go with purple, because I don't like green beans. Ah! She will say, cream of chicken soup. No? Alright. Greeny beanies? No. No. What is tash? Succotash? Succotath. Still have no idea what this is, so we have to take this. The tash. Delish. No idea. No idea. Colgate tab says, not sure whether that increases or decreases your Twitch score. Who knows? I wonder if they listen, Twitch? Maybe in the future. Maybe grab something from a box, too? Ooh, mac and cheese, tasty taters, or mashy smooth, or nice rice. I mean, this is a no-brainer, isn't it? Cheese. That is something I love. It's almost so it is a problem. I love cheese. In most forms. Good old mac and cheese. Boy, delicious. It's almost a problem. Last one says green beans. Yeah, that was the thing in the middle, right? Colgate tab says, do you want us to make it a jarring event for you so you don't feel left out? No. No. I don't like jarring events. Scary events. Coming out, coming clean about something. I mean, you've seen me being awkward enough when we played To the Moon. I was super awkward about that thing. It was jarring. Didn't feel comfortable at all. Fucking game. Colgate tab says, they probably don't listen to you. Amazon respects your privacy after all. Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do. Glassman says, I would eat all 4 of those. Yeah, me too. But, I mean, if we pick one, I'll pick the one with the cheese. Quick squits? What's that? Biscuits? That's weird. Cream greens. Creamed spinach. Oh, man. Why do they always cream the spinach? Creamed spinach is... I don't like it. But like a regular, like when you just get the leaves, the spinach by itself, that's really good. But when you like boil it in milk or... No, cream, of course. When you boil it in cream, it ruins the cream and it ruins the spinach. So no. Let's be super unhealthy. Get all the unhealthy stuff. And no broccoli, right? No broccoli. Remember that. Blasphemous says we are not a product because Amazon sells you products. You can dream, Blasphemous. You can dream. We're all products. That is how it works, right? The means of production. Colgatinotab says, I probably forgot your sexuality in a week or two, so you can have your jarring coming out later if you change your mind. Nice. Nice. Blasphemous says, he's trying to get our score lowered, Colgate. No, not your score. I don't care either way. Oh man. Part of me, like, I still have that obstinate streak in me. I was a very obstinate teenager, and I still have that within me. So just lowering the score just because, I could see myself doing that. We all have our character flaws, I suppose. But I mean, most of the time I don't see myself hurting other people by just being obstinate. I might annoy some people from time to time. They get annoyed. But, I mean, I get annoyed by other people. So, eye for an eye? I don't know. Colgatinotab says, not that I think Amazon would read these messages, as I trust in their word when they tell me they respect my privacy. Oh, man. Blue-eyed. I wonder why naivety got that saying, blue-eyed. Why would blue eyes be more naive than any other colored eye? Should I get bakey shaky? That goes well with meat. Bakey shaky? What is bakey shaky? I mean, I suppose, let's get it. Get all the things. Alright, we've gotten all the things. My dad works at the deli. We could go there for the meats. Okay. I'm assuming the deli's over here. Yep. Hello, Dad. Ahoy there, ladies. Hey, Dad. Hey, Bay. Long time no see. How are you, Mr. Broski? Wait. If he works here, and she does the shopping here, how is it a long time no see? Blasphemous says, get some cat food for yourself too, May. Oh wait, that sounds so catist of me. Yeah, right. Should get some fish? Some rats? Well, that's so weird. May was feeding the rats. And she's friends with birds? It's all very confusing. Colgatino taps and no, it's Ailurist of you rather than catist. Oh man, that's... Oh fuck. We had a word, we were using a word, we were talking about a word yesterday about stuff being old and rare in specific use cases. That's Ailurist, right? That's that? What the fuck was it again? I don't remember. How are you, Mr. Borowski? Can't complain. Just me and the meats. Meats. Archaic. Right. Archaic was the word. Ailurist has to be archaic, right? Or is it a fresh invention? Well, Ailur has to be archaic. Ist is not archaic. Blasphemous said antique. Nope, that's... Archaic was the word. Archaic is a word about words, and the word itself is maybe even considered archaic, which is fun. Meat friends or just you? Just you. Oh, not always, but tonight, yeah. Worst places on earth to be. True. Mm-hmm. Still weird seeing you here. Actually, that attitude. There are worse places to be. I don't think I like that attitude in general. Like if you use it as a coping mechanism, alright, some people have it worse than me, I can deal. But it can also be, well, it depends on the usage, right? You can also use that attitude to, well, my sadness or my anger or my bad feelings are not allowed because other people have it worse. And that I don't like. Colgate on Tap says, calling Latin archaic is pretty rude. Is it? Latin is archaic. I like archaic languages and or archaic stuff. So why is it rude? If I enjoy it, if I see it as a compliment, it was meant as a... Wait! Latin is just a language. You can't be rude to a language. What are you talking about, Colgate on Tap? Weird. Still weird seeing you here. Beats the alternatives. I think I saw my old music teacher when we came in. Oh yeah, that was Mr. Armistead. Looks like it's his job to say hello to people. Ugh. Ugh. Yep, called a greeter. Ugh, gross. I knew I recognized him from somewhere. Alternatives? Not working. Oh. Then, again, I have to say it doesn't work out. If you get the choice, either I gave you X amount of money for you to go here and work, have this job, do this work, or I give you X, the same amount of money for you not to work. What do you pick? The overwhelming majority would say, well, just give me the money and I won't do the work. It's not the two things are not the same. Getting the money is one thing. Working is another thing. Two very different things. Yeah, indeed. Colgate on Tap says they speak Latin in Città del Vaticano. The Vatican City? Do they? I thought no one spoke Latin anymore. Yeah, Vatican City. Vatikanivaltu in Finnish. I didn't know that. I thought they spoke Italian or something along those lines. Who knows? Yeah, I would say that the Vatican City itself is old and antique. They have archaic ideas, archaic language. Well, mostly Italians is Colgate on Tap. Alright, so they speak Italian, but they have a lot of Latin in their chanting and stuff like that. That is specific uses for the Latin, right? Just like we have Latin for specific uses, and those uses are specific and old, so they are archaic. Not at all rude. So, what are you lovely ladies doing here? Just grabbing something for dinner. How's your dad? Alright. What can I get you for you ladies? Ground beef? One of your best fishes, please. Chicken or pork chops? Alright, is May gonna be the regressive selfish thing and take the fish? Or should we think about the crocodiles and go with the pork chops? What do crocodiles eat? Beef or pork chop? I don't know what would make sense for a crocodile. Maybe chicken? Maybe fish works well. Fish maybe works for crocodiles as well. Oh, the cat thing would be chicken though, right? Birds? Yeah. Not beef, not pork. So it has to be one of these two. Chicken or fishes. Probably fishes, because it is a crocodile and they hang out in the water. Colgatinotab says, enough Latin for me to get offended for somebody else's sake. But what is offensive by saying that it is archaic, if it is archaic? Colgatinotab says, okay, I'm not actually offended. I don't think I've ever seen you offended. I think to offend, well... saying something insulting towards toothpaste? Would that offend you? Toothpaste? Or all mathematicians are ugly? Would that be offensive? I don't know. That's probably offensive. I'm sorry. He continues, I'm just trolling. I have a bad habit of trolling IRL and in internet. Oh, I don't think it's a bad habit. I enjoy it. I enjoy when you do your trolling, Colgatinotab. Most of it, I think. Colgatinotab says, or I guess in person is better as internet is part of real life. Oh. Yeah. I've started saying that, well, AFK is the new IRL. You've got a good point. It's all part of real life. Alright, one of your best fishes, please. Whatever's good. Dinner for 3 people. Not too pricey. Can do. Do I want to pull the trigger on these meats? Pull the trigger? Wait, what does that mean? No? Wait, Dad. I changed my mind. Alright. Alright, we do one of your best fishes. Whatever's good, not too pricey. Can do. Yes! We want to pull the trigger. Bay, you should come for dinner sometime. At a Ham Panther? At home, May. I'll grill us up something nice. We can chop up just about anything back here. That would be nice, thank you. Yeah. Okay, let's get our meats. Coming right up. Alright, dinner decided. I'm not even looking at what you got. That's how straight up tired I am. It's gonna be great. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, ladies, let's see what you all got. Yes, okay. Well, that's interesting. Interesting? Maybe I'm just behind the times. Good luck. Oh man, I forgot what I picked. Mac and cheese and fish? Yeah, that sounds great. Alright, thanks, Mr. Borowski. Tell your dad I said hello. See you later, Dad. Night, ladies. Time do we have? 3. That was fun. Yep, groceries. Really makes you appreciate life. Your sarcasm is invalid. Shopping is fun! Woohoo! Nice. Nice. Dinner time! Yeah. What? You want me to order a pizza? Nah, I got a sandwich and stuff. Alright. Aw, did I ruin dinner? Yep. But we'll live, I think. Haha. I don't think the fish worked out. I thought, hey, fish is okay. Bakey shaky is good. Did you like it? No, I agree, it's very terrible. Whoops. So yeah, we're all paid up until the 15th next month. Alright. That rock salt sorted? Yeah, should be fine. Is Rob still driving that big truck? As far as I know. Okay, I need you to sign some things. Left them on the bar. Think I might just get to them. Please do. We have to pay the guys in a few days. Oh man, this is so sad. Seems like the mom dying broke him. Now she has to take all the responsibility, right? That's what it seems like. So sad. This is a very sad game. Please do. We have to pay the guys in a few days. I don't need you to remind me. He probably does need that. I know, but I don't, Beatrice. Whose name's on the deed? Yours, Dad. Whose name's on the checks? Yours. Oh, man. Colgatinotab says, we discussed trolling earlier, and I thought the consensus-ish was that trolling is not preferable behavior. Oh! Right, we did talk about that. Trolling is not preferable behavior, but that your behavior is not considered trolling from the definition of trolling in that discussion. So what you're doing is not trolling. What you're doing is joking around. And from that definition of trolling, that is not what you're doing. Colgatinotab says, or you discussed. I was just listening. Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, trolling was... With the definition of that discussion, trolling was about harming people. Like mentally making them angry or sad, and that was the only intent, right? And that's not your intent. Your intent when you do this is just having fun, right? Your intent is not to make any of us angry or sad or to feel bad about ourselves. I don't think so. So if we go by that definition, which I didn't make up my mind which definition, like my definition, like how I've been watching trolling has not been that before. But personally, I didn't come to any conclusion about the thing. But maybe one should use a different term for it. The word trolling has been more about that mean kind of behavior, I suppose. Ugh, says Dad. Dinner ain't gonna set well. Melter's playing tonight. We're gonna go hang out in my room. Yeah. You girls have a nice time. Thanks for dinner, May. Yep. Right, are we not leaving? Yep, alright. We're gonna hang out in your room. Bye-bye. Oh, damn it, May. So weird. Colgatinotab says, I have usually used a different definition for trolling. Yep. I would have said that I self-identify as a troll, but with that definition, I don't see myself as troll. Exactly, right? That's what I meant. That type of behavior that we discussed is not the type of behavior that you have. Actually, I think it kicked off when we're talking about you trolling, right? And that's... I don't know. I kind of like the word troll as the definition you go by, well, like with the self-identify. just joking around. It's a specific type of joking around, right? You're not punning. You're not making those types of jokes. I don't know. I'm not very good at trolling, that type of trolling myself, or that type of joking myself, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. Smelters, huh? You a fan? Not really. It's hockey. Alright, Smelters are hockey. They probably said that before, but I forgot it. Let's go with not really. You don't know what you're missing. Yep, that is a fact. I don't know what I'm missing. Well, I think I started watching the international TI in Dota. I think I have a better understanding of what I'm missing in the sports than what I had before, because I have never watched those things before, and it is fun. Colgate Genotab says sometimes people dislike it and get annoyed by it, but I don't think I cause any major distress for people. Yeah, right. I'm obstinate and I get the same reaction from people, right? Being obstinate, that's not even for fun. That's just what's that? Like a know-it-all? That's not a good word for it. I don't see myself as a know-it-all. But I'm the type of person, like they say, I make stuff seem unnecessarily complicated to people, and they find that annoying. But in my life is that complicated. I don't think I am the one doing it. It's just my perception of life. It is complicated. And I like talking about it. I guess that is. People don't like talking about it, and then they get annoyed. Just like some people don't like your type of trolling, and then they get annoyed. But that's no reason. I mean, you're not harming anyone. You're not causing the distress. You're not mean to people. It's like I'm not mean to people. It's just different personalities not meshing very well. And that's fine. It's fine that people get annoyed, I suppose. Kolkitinotab says, kind of like grammar Nazis. Pilkunisiat. Yeah, right? Grammar Nazis. People find them a bit annoying. I'm like that, but I'm more of a semantic Nazi. Semantic fascist rather than a grammar Nazi. It can be a bit annoying at the moment, but it doesn't cause it doesn't cause distress. People can find that annoying, others do not. And that's, that type of annoyance. And I would say that type of annoyance is never a good reason not to do a behavior. It's also trying to be annoying. That's the thing, right? If you have the intent of being annoying, you do stuff just to cause that annoyance, then I would probably make an ethical statement about it, because then you have malicious intent, right? Even though it's just a tiny bit of annoyance, but if that is your goal, but that is not your goal. So if you're in a context where you know all the people do get annoyed by it, then I wouldn't do the behavior. Yeah, I suppose that's a good idea. Like, yeah, if you're in a room and you know everybody will get annoyed by something, then the polite thing to do would not to say that thing, right? Well, the ethical thing would be not to intend to do the annoyance, right? If you have another point, like if you're making a point or an argument or something, then it is worthwhile doing. Because them being annoyed by the argument, you see, intent matters. Yeah, intent matters. Consequences are valid, but I think the intent is more important with this small amount of annoyances. Colgate Innotab says, I used to be a grammar Nazi before I realized that other people find it annoying. Yeah. Some people find it annoying. Maybe most people find it annoying, but it's context, right? In some contexts, people find it annoying. In other contexts, it's helpful. Like I remember in psychology, we had this group. Just an example, it popped up in my head. We were gonna write a paper as a group, and we had this one grammar Nazi that went through the whole paper meticulously, saying, "Well, this is we can't write like this. This is horrible," and everybody was grateful because he fixed it. Right, the grammar Nazi fixed it, made it more pretty, made it look better. Right. You don't know what you're missing. Oh, trust me, I know exactly what I'm missing. My parents watch the Smelters pretty religiously. No, you would have to find May. If you would know what you were missing, then you would have to have your own type of sport that you would follow, and follow a team in that sport to understand what you're missing. I don't think you do, May. I don't think you do, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. They erased you right then. What happened? I have no idea. This dude with the controller happened and made up the decision for you. The dude that is not interested by hockey. That's my bad. Did you guys just move in? 10 months ago. Why aren't you unpacked? Pretty cool record player, or your old room was like... Let's go, pretty cool record player. As far as record players go, it was my mom's. I don't have any records. I don't get records. My mom was into them. Oh man. They were retro when she was my age. They're retro now. That's how retro works. So, I've got a question. What exactly does your dad do at the store? Your dad's kinda up and down, huh? That's way better. He has good days and bad days, don't we all? Often in the same day. Greg's always been like that too. That's... Alright. Just more zany about it. No, Skywalker. Let's not attack May here. Yeah, I know that it's a cat, but let's not attack the cat. Just more zany about it. Well, Greg is probably bipolar. Gee, thanks, Dr. Bay. Oh. Whereas my dad is having a years-long breakdown. Yep. Called it. That's what happened. Colgate Innotab says, I thought that people didn't know better and me telling them would be helpful. Yep. Later I noticed that people still used wrong language even though I had already told them the correct way. And it's not prescriptive as well, right? Eventually I realized that people know what is the correct way and that I am more annoying than helpful. That's the thing, right? That people know what is correct. If everybody is using a type of language and you are using another type of language, like which one is the most correct way? If you're the one sticking out? If we are supposed to use the correct terms? If grammar is the study of language and your language is not the same as everyone else's language? So... what is then? Right? If we're studying language, if you studied their language is the one that is being used, and your language is the one that is not being used. Could be in that situation, right? So grammatically, that would only mean that rather that the correct way is just outdated grammar. Maybe. That's one way of looking at it. And being prescriptive, people can find annoying, yeah. I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, like about being helpful. And personal space, right? Help is only help if it is requested or consented to. Yep, that's help. If you try to help someone, but they did not ask for it, or they did not consent to it, then it's not help. Then it's you trying to control them, right? Right? That's how it works? Alright, whereas my dad is having a years-long breakdown. You run the whole store now, right? More or less. Yeah, but it's still his name on everything. Yep. And meanwhile, you're running basically everything. Yep. And working there every day too. Yep. I just think you shouldn't. Oh, May. I think that is gonna piss her off. I think Bay is gonna get pissed off by that statement. I would. I mean, May means well, but... yeah. So what, let's starve? Is that your idea? Should we starve? Okay. Oh no, she's just too tired. She doesn't even... I just think like you're selling yourself out. Please don't say that, May. I would probably just quit. Oh man, can we get a third option? I don't like any of these. I don't like them. Oh man. Poor Bay. I just think like you're selling yourself out, or I would probably just quit. I don't like these options. Do I have to? Do I have to? Oh man. Colgate InnoTab says, I assume they wouldn't lie to me at school. Oh, they weren't lying to you. They just had outdated information. That was the grammar, right? That was the study of language. Also, maybe you made a mistake. Because written language and spoken language does not follow the same grammar. Not even close. The grammars are way different. So maybe you were studying written language and thought that it has to apply to spoken language as well. And if they told you that in school, they were just mistaken, right? No malicious intent intended. I need help. I need help. I need an adult. Can someone pick for me? Just think you're selling, like, are you selling yourself or quit? I get anxiety from this decision. Yep, I get anxiety. They both suck. I wouldn't want to say this to her. Flip a coin? Nah, that's just copping out, man. Alright, just make a decision. This sounds something like May would say, so let's go by this. I'm removing my responsibility from this. I'm sorry, what? Like, you not doing anything about it just reinforces. Is this really the road you want to go down with this? No, it is not. I'm saying you should stand up for yourself or just, like, quit. I'm saying it's not right that you just roll over and take it. May, blood and ashes. May, oh man. May, stop being such a horrible person. I mean, it's just ignorance, right? May does not have any malicious intent. It's just... ugh. Colgatinotab says, well, it was just taught as mother tongue, or at least I don't remember there being any specifications about spoken and written language. Yeah, most grammar is when you study written language. But if you take time and study it, like take a recording of someone just speaking, a conversation between two people, take that a recording and then listen to it and write it down, and you'll see it's way different. It's way different. And that type of communication, it's way more vague. There's a lot of body language, right? That's part of that communication. Whereas written language tend to be more formalized. Not in like chats and text messages and stuff like that, but like writing a letter or a paper or whatever is way more formalized. And because since it is a one-way communication when you write it down, and one-way communication, we've talked about that today as well, becomes problematic because you can't negotiate the meaning, so you have to be more clear and concise with your grammar and your semantics to make sure that what you're trying to communicate gets communicated. Yeah. Colgatinotab says, I don't think they even teach spoken language before a high degree education. Wow. They do in Sweden. In maybe high school a little bit. But like at least 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds learn about the rhetoric in Sweden. I didn't, which sucked, but nowadays they do, which is, I like that. I like them learning about the rhetorics. Rhetorics is a good thing to learn about. Alright, it's getting even worse. Stand up for yourself or like quit. That's... quit and do what, May? Or I'm saying it's not right that you just roll over. That's not what she's doing. Roll over and take it. That's not what she's doing. We have to go to quit route. Damn it. Damn it, May. Quit? Really? Just quit? Yeah. You're seriously detached from reality. Yep. You're doing all the work and he's getting all the credit. Nope. That's not what's going on. Oh, go to hell. What? Or why? Yes. Why? Please inform May. She doesn't understand. Rah! What's your problem? Here's some reality for you. You know Creek? Repair guy Creek at the shop? I don't. Colgatinotab says, but May is an asshole. Those fit her character. Yeah, they do, but... oh man, I feel sorry for this imaginary character that someone created. But yeah. The emotional beats in this game... spot on. Like, they make me want to not have May say those things because I feel sorry for Bay here. That's just an imaginary crocodile. And I feel sorry for her. That is some nice ass writing, you know? Getting me to care this much. You know Creek, repair guy Creek at the shop. No? No. You've seen him. Talks a lot. Worked for us since forever. When I was 15, he asked my dad if he could teach me how to drive. And my dad said no. And then told me not to be alone with him. What the? I don't follow. He's a creep, May. And you know what? He still works for us. Why haven't you fired him? I can't fire people, and even if I could, he's on the crew. And frankly, he's our best guy, practically heads up the repair team. Since my dad barely doing anything, and Creek's got a family, and he needs the work. He needs the money. That's disgusting. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, me too. I'm really familiar with that feeling. I'm just saying, if you keep letting those dudes off the hook... Off the hook? Like, you're stronger than this, Bay. Oof. You're like badass and shit. You... Badass? My mom dying was not very badass. Me sitting in this room right now is not very badass. Okay, sorry, You're such a shithead, you know that? Yeah. Arr. What the hell? Arr. Arg what? A lot of times folks can't just choose to do whatever it is you decree to be the right thing. You tell her, Bay. A lot of times people do the things they do because they can't do anything else. Yep. You always have a choice. Fuck you, no way. You can always choose. May. Yeah, you can choose to starve. You can always choose. Yeah, let's go with that one. Choose what? Honestly, tell me. What is my choice here? You can just leave. I don't know. Great answer, May. You don't know. Tell your dad you're not gonna take this. That is actually a good choice, though. That is actually all right advice. Tell him what? What is your magic solution? That I need to do? I'm seriously going to punch your goddamn lights out. You come in here and start telling me how I'm screwing things up? You want to come in here and say, oh yeah, just ditch your dad? No, that's not what we said. Said tell your dad how you feel. Try to get him to take responsibility, to help out. That is what you need. You need a father. You need your father to deal with his shit. Yes, that is what you need. You need your dad to start dealing with his shit because he's not doing it in a very healthy way. It's been years. He's not dealing with it. And it's gonna take more years. So that sucks for you, but expressing yourself is healthy. Colgatinotab says May probably likes radical freedom. I don't know what radical freedom is, but probably, yeah. Who is both getting old and can barely get off the couch half the time. You want to come in here and say, oh yeah, just start this big drama. Yep. Start a drama. It fucking sucks, but the drama is already there, right? The drama is there. They are just not talking about it. They're not communicating about it. They're not finding compromises to the drama. They're not helping each other out. They're draining each other. Talking about the drama is a good road forward. Like expressing yourself. Like you are heading into the wall, the same wall he ran into. That's not sustainable. Make your life way more stressful. Yeah, that good point. But the stress is already there. Just simmering beneath the surface. It's just not right, is what I'm saying. Ugh. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, that is. It's just not right, is what I'm saying. There we go. Yeah, it isn't. Nothing is right. Life is not fair. That's what I said, right? Life's not fair. Nothing's right. Adventure 95 asks, is radical freedom about rolling down your privately owned nuclear missile with a skateboard made of soon-to-be extinct species bones and blood? That is radical freedom, yes. That has to be it, Adventure 95. That has to be radical freedom. Oh, man. Now I need to read another thing called Getting on Tap. I was hoping for lunch. Can't just link this interesting, fun comics. All right, we take a break from that whole drama and we interrupt your drama and emotional scene with this joke. Nice. Oh, man. Need a break from that. All right, sorry I'm late. What game did you bring, Camus? All right, Camus, famous for stating that the only philosophical question that is relevant is whether or not to commit suicide. That's what he's famous for. I brought the most brilliant... He's an existentialist. He says, I brought the most brilliant game ever made. Quite a promise. I hope it isn't too complex, though I'm already kind of sloshed. Were it not? Beauvoir? I don't know who that is. Nothing could be simpler. Candyland? Candyland? It's a kid's game. That may be so, but it's unique among all games. I haven't played Candyland, so let's begin. I'll explain how to play as we go. All right. There are no dice in Candyland. The players move according to the cards they draw from the deck. Double red means I move up to the next red space and then the next one after that. You see, while the deck behaves similarly to dice, it has one distinct difference. It offers no illusion of chance. It is apparent to all that which cards go to which players is fixed from the moment you begin the game. I mean, it's more apparent, but it's the same thing with dice. Right, single blue, so I only move one spot. It is fixed by you, so you could win, maybe? Red for me, the other unique feature is that there is only a single path to take. Double green, I'm catching up. Alright, so you see, there are no choices for the player to make and no chance involved. That sounds like a boring game. A stupid yellow, only one up again. Damn, I'm slow. The winner of the game is completely determined from the start. Nothing the player does matters in any way. This is bad advice. I'm not even sure that Camus would make that advice. I'm not certain, though. The contrast between meaningless fixed nature of the game and the narratives we tell ourselves as we are playing causes the feeling of the absurd. Yeah, that's the absurd. We are doing poorly. We are happy to be ahead. We are nervous about being passed. None of these stories have any meaning since the game merely exists. And the outcome is simply a part of that existence. Alright, yeah. The only way... Wait, how is this relevant to the discussion? This is not radical freedom. This is the determinism versus free will discussion called Getting on Tap. This is not radical freedom. Sartre is famous for radical freedom. Is he? Alright, Sartre is here. The only way the player can be truly happy is to acknowledge the absurdity of the game and play it anyway. To accept... see. Oh. The only way the player can be truly happy is to acknowledge the absurdity of the game and play it anyway. To accept existence as it is and still find joy in it. To become the absurd hero of Candyland. But you just argued that you cannot be. Like, whatever you do, it doesn't matter, so... You just argued that you can't change anything, so therefore you should change something. That doesn't make sense, Camus. Ah, that's where you're wrong, Camus. The game may merely exist, but the players do not. The confines of the game only create the illusion that the players have no choice. See, I drew a red, but I'm just going to move two blues instead. Stop, Sartre. You can't do that. always following the rules printed on the inside of the box is denying your own personal freedom to do otherwise. Alright, yeah, okay, radical freedom. Move it back. I'll do what I want. It's my piece, hands off. You were right, Camus, this game is fun. Nice. Nice. Alright, radical freedom, it's like agency. Like, just because there is no free will does not mean that agency is not a thing. So I agree with Sartre on that Camus was mistaken. Yeah. But that's radical freedom, yeah, that's existentialism. Yeah, it isn't. Nothing's right. The whole effing world isn't right. Like, Greg is probably off doing God knows what wacky shit right now. I'm here making dinner and doing payroll. You know, like, nothing about my life. You just know what I should do. And you're the last person I'd ask for advice. Yep. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're sorry. Everyone's sorry. But you don't get it. You're just like that. You're just like the other night, but all the time. Running around, messing with people, and taking whatever you want. While the whole mall is falling apart around you. I thought you had a good time. ... I should go. You should go. And I should go. I should go indeed. So, a lot of fun discussions, and we dragged on and on. Like, ooh. This is super late lunch again. But it's interesting, right? We got a big dramatic beat. Yeah, I was surprised that Bay really invited. Maybe she had a good time, but May is just such a... May. So rough. I enjoyed that scene, though. I did enjoy it. And I've enjoyed the discussions, and I'm gonna enjoy my muesli. So, have a good one, and see you next time. Cheers.